Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This is my first book review and the book in question is I Am C3PO by Anthony Daniels. Now, I am a massive Star Wars fan, like a lot of people, so it's easy to see why one would go for this book with that in mind. I think this book is a good read if you're a fan of Star Wars, and if you hadn't seen Star Wars or you weren't a fan of Star Wars, I don't know why you would decide to pick this book up. So it's probably for more the Star Wars fan in your life. Anyway, this book is Anthony Daniels' autobiographical story of his experiences as an actor and how he came to book the role of everyone's favourite protocol droid, or fussy English butler, basically. Lol. He details exactly what went into creating such a memorable character. His struggles with the role, why he was initially hesitant to do a science fiction movie all the way back in sort of 1975, 1976. And of course the first Star Wars A New Hope was released in 1977. You know, he was a classically trained theatre actor at the time when he was offered the role as C3PO, and he hadn't done any movies before, so this was a new process for him and a new experience for him also. I really enjoyed being able to see behind the curtain of Star Wars from a very unique perspective, as Anthony Daniels details his struggles with being a man in a tin can and having to sort of project his performance through the golden suit of this infamous protocol droid. When I watched the films, I didn't really think about them. I mean, I saw them for the first time when I was wee, probably like 10 years old or something like that. But when I first watched them, I didn't really think that there was a man inside the gold suit, and it's really so well done that you never really question that there's a man inside at all. It's incredibly refreshing to be able to hear about everything that went into making the original films, from creating this character to the costume fitting to filming in glamorous locations such as the Tunisian desert that actually sort of turn out not to be as glamorous as one might think. And you know, learning about what it took to take ownership of such an important character in these films and to be a constant, steadying, balancing presence from film to film, and also how many details came out of that. Anthony Daniels' experience of being quite reluctant at first to be involved with multiple films, and this became abundantly clear throughout the book. It was really quite interesting to hear from that side and his experiences of getting into the suit, in and out of the suit, which is very difficult at the time, and certainly I think over time, and as over some of the newer films, probably got a lot easier with technology and the advancements in cooling the suit on the inside and things. So, because I mean, you look at the gold suit of C3PO, it doesn't look like there's actually a person. It doesn't even look like there's room for a person to get into that. And certainly Anthony Daniels is a very slender man, so he was able to get into that suit. I mean, I just loved hearing about all that and being able to read about all those experiences and seeing it from a different, because obviously over the years you see different documentaries and things on Star Wars, but to see it from this perspective of someone who had to get into a suit every day and project his performance through the suit. I mean, that takes great acting skill to be able to project such a performance through this barrier, which is the suit. He had to really sort of amplify more than normal his energy to get that through the suit, because you couldn't see his face or expressions, of course. So that's all really exciting and interesting to hear about his experience with like Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher and George Lucas obviously as well. What I actually didn't like about the book was at times it did feel a bit emotionless to me, perhaps a bit cold in places, and I guess this could be forgiven as it's probably not the sort of book you'd go for if you wanted to know every detail about someone's life, like maybe some other celebrities who have an autobiography out and they give away every detail about their lives, and they're really quite open about it. This book is specifically related to everything in Star Wars and through that lens of Anthony Daniels' experience as C3PO in Star Wars and the experiences of making that world come to life and what it took to achieve and sustain and reimagine and develop that throughout the years. Anthony Daniels' deep reverence and love and appreciation for being a part of the Star Wars story and Star Wars history as well is clear here. But yeah, for me it just felt a bit that it was a little bit cold because it was more so about that, and you don't really learn too much about Anthony Daniels as a a person outside of acting or outside of Star Wars. But I guess that's not what this book is about. It's more a thorough understanding of what went into making it and his experience with that. For anyone that's even just a casual fan of Star Wars, I would really recommend this book as it encompasses so much. Certainly from a different viewpoint from someone who has actually been involved in every Star Wars film so far. A very unique perspective on a very beloved film franchise, and you'll learn a lot about the filmmaking process too on these films. It's definitely worth a read. Alright, if you like this video, hopefully you'll be interested in some of my other videos. Thanks for watching and see you later.